Hey, look at this news. It says demand in mining and quarrying are decreasing for the past 2 years.
Oh, I know. This because of AI's work.
Let's not assume anything we don't know for sure. Let's just look at the data.
Mining and quarrying are essential for supplying raw materials for construction and industry. As companies adopt AI and remote sensing technologies, there is an increasing demand for skilled workers such as drilling and mining engineers, geologists, surveyors, and remote sensing specialists. These roles are important in improving efficiency, safety, and decision making in modern mining operations.
Now, let's look at the red line for the jobs created. We started with early strength in 2018, where job creation reached its absolute highest point, approaching nearly 100 new jobs in a single quarter. But looking at 2020, the sector suffered a massive collapse, leading into second quarter where job creation plummeted nearly to zero. However, for the post-2020, it was a long, slow, and bumpy recovery. While growth was uneven, we did see a significant temporary spike in mid-2024, where job creation surged back up to around 75 jobs, before tapering off up again through 2025.
Okay, now let's take a look at the blue line, which represents as a field job. We can see the trend in the total field job of decline pattern. So we can divide it into three parts. For the part 1, between 2018 and 2019, the market was unstable. It began at the high number of 24,500 jobs and dropped sharply mid-year. Then it recovered to reach about 24,700 jobs by the end of the 2018. For the part 2, starting from 2020, the pandemic caused a serious decline that lasts until late 2022, pushing the number of field jobs to a low point below 23,000. For the part 3, from 2023 through 2025, the market entered a period of stabilization, but it did not return to its previous height. Instead, it leveled off at a new and lower baseline of about 23,500 jobs before dipping slightly at the end of the period. This trajectory shows that the pandemic created a permanent structural change in the labour market, leaving the total number of jobs at a lower level than what was common before 2020.
From the OG graph, we can note that at the low vacancy periods, there are 8 periods where vacancies were below 105,000, showing that lower labour demand happens occasionally but is less common. No recorded period fell below 50,000 vacancies. At the high vacancy periods, after reaching the 160,000 vacancy mark, the curve flattens drastically. Only 2 out of the 32 periods saw vacancy surge past 160,000, capping out just above 210,000. In short, the industry usually has a steady number of job openings. Extreme drops or massive spikes are rare, with the data heavily messing up around the higher end.
The variance in the data does not entirely affected by the rise of artificial intelligence, but is also influenced by the factors such as COVID-19 pandemic that attacked our country and the volatility of economic growth. In 2020, our country is attacked by a virus called COVID-19 pandemic that causes a lot of people to lose their jobs and struggling to find their income. So it is proven that the significant decrease in the period from 2020 until 2022 is caused by the virus attack. As the global economy reopened in the post-pandemic era in 2022 until 2024, many big companies like Petronas, Shell, and other mining and quarrying companies struggle to get back on their feet. Geopolitical tensions and supply shortages cause energy and commodity prices to increase significantly. Thus, it creates the increase in jobs created, as we can see from 2022 until 2024.
In conclusion, the mining and quarrying industry has faced a decline in employment and job creation, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. Although the industry is gradually recovering, many vacancies remain unfilled, showing a growing demand for skilled workers. With the adoption of AI, automation, and remote sensing, employers are looking for specialized professionals such as mining engineers, drilling engineers, geologists, and remote sensing specialists. Therefore, investing in education and upskilling is essential to prepare the workforce for the future of the industry.